Okay, so the first game we're going to be looking at in our best top 5 PSP racing games is this one, which is Wipeout Pure. An absolutely fantastic game, a real a Sony classic, you could say. And this is using the PPSSPP emulator. The phone is the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. The Bluetooth controller I'm using is the iPega Red Knight, one that I've been absolutely loving to use. Works so well with this emulator. No button remapping required. And as you can see, this is absolutely gorgeous. Really nice graphics. Let's try and turn the sound up and drive the right way, shall we? Here we are. As I said, absolutely super smooth, silky smooth, you could say. A phone such as this is no problem emulating the original PSP. And this was definitely an original PSP classic. Let's see if we can at least not finish last, shall we? The controller certainly is responsive. One more lap. But as you can see, it looks fantastic, as you would expect. Great stuff. And this is Wipeout Pure. So the next one we're going to have a look at today is Outrun 2006 Coast to Coast. Another absolutely stonking game, one I still love to this day. Me and my boy play this a lot on all systems. The fact that we've got it here on the PlayStation Portable in your hand is just magical. I just love it to death. Great stuff. Outrun was always a classic of the arcade, and it came out for virtually all the home systems, and if you ask me, it's due a bit of a revival, this. I am a little bit rusty, I have to say. But that's okay, because this is a blisteringly quick game, and once again, it's another great example of just what the PlayStation Portable emulator, PPSSPP, can handle. It's just fantastic. And of course, this screen is far better than the original PSP. So really, you could say this is the best of all worlds and the absolute best way to play some of these games. That's great stuff, isn't it? You cannot beat a bit of outrunning. It's just the business, the absolute business. Well, I'm sure I could just do a whole video just playing Outrun because it's that good. However, I don't want to keep this video half an hour long. I want to keep them to, 10 to 15 minutes at best. So we better get on with the next cool racing game. So this next one we're going to be having a look at is not strictly a racing game. This is Grand Theft Auto, but it's just, there's so much great driving in this one. You could almost say it was a racer. So let's get ourselves in the car here, and we'll, here we are. Oh dear. I'm just changing the radio here to something a little bit more. Here we are. So the great thing about the two Grand Theft Auto games that came out for the PSP is that you've got this massive open world in your pocket, and there are levels of it. God, I totally am killing it. There are some absolutely fantastic levels. In fact, almost all the levels involve you driving somewhere. Sometimes you've got to get out and, you know, shoot some bad guys. But some of the levels are literally just races around the city. And what a fantastic city it is. And it really is a testament to Rockstar Games that they were able to fit such an amazing game and this city literally in your pocket. Absolutely fantastic. And that is why I've included this as a racing game, because, you know, technically a hell of a lot of it is racing and racing in cars. And if you've never played it, what are you doing? You've just got to give this one a try. It's totally fantastic. Later on you get to race bikes as well, which is also pretty cool stuff.
Watch the goddamn car!
Oh, I am. Oh, it's great stuff, isn't it? Can't beat a bit of GTA. This one comes highly recommended, even if it's not strictly a racer. So that's Grand Theft Auto. So the next one we're looking at here is Burnout Legends. There were a couple of Burnout games for the PSP. This one is widely considered to be the best of the two. I certainly like it, although I'm not the greatest player of it. But let's have a look here. This is just a one-off race, and we've literally just got to fight our way through the traffic. So let's see how we get on. Now I would say on this one that the graphics are not quite as smooth as Outrun, but I'm doing all right. I'm taking down a couple of guys. It certainly is pretty frenetic stuff when you're heading in the right direction. The tracks are running okay. The background's loading in quite quickly, so I would say this is being fully emulated correctly. Oh dear. Oh dear. Thankfully, you don't have to wait too long when you crash to get straight back into the game, which is always really annoying on certain racers. And I did choose this is just a one-off race, and I chose like a random track. So this is the first time I played this one in many years. But it's certainly fast and furious. The sound's fantastic on it. I'm 8 seconds behind. You really do feel like you're putting it around the corners. It's fantastic. And Burnout Legends, well, it's a classic on many systems, but these little handheld ones, wow, really good. Really good. Oh, I've actually got worse. I'm 12 seconds behind. There you go. It's pretty darn good. I'm doing my best, guys, but obviously it's just not quite good enough. So anyway, that's Burnout Legends. Let's have a look at another racer. Finally caught him up. So this is Ridge Racer, one of the finest games on the PlayStation Portable. Certainly one of the very earliest games on the PSP. When I first got my PSP, I imported one from Japan, and this was the game that came with it, was Ridge Racer. Just change my camera angle slightly. There we are, that's better. Well, I think it's always better to actually see the car more than anything, you know. That's the fast forward there. I'm not doing very well in this run, I'm afraid to say. has taken me a little bit of time just to get into the swing of this one. I have to say, it's not quite as easy to pick up and play as, say, something like Outrun, but it definitely is a really good one. You can easily save your progress, and it's pretty deep, this, I tell you. When you get around into all the World Tour circuits, it's pretty damn good fun. I'm sure you've all heard of Ridge Racer, and it's great. Absolutely no slowdown at all on the PSP here. Use my nitro there. Pretty damn cool stuff. Excellent. So, that's my top 5 PSP racing games using the PPSSPP emulator and my Red Knight, iPega Red Knight controller. Thank you for watching. Do consider subscribing for more PPSSPP content. And I will look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye.